Hey guys, how are you? In this video, we'll explore the beautiful capital of Oman, Muscat. The city lies on the Arabian Sea along the Gulf of Oman. Low-lying white buildings typify most of Muscat's urban landscape. Muscat has rugged terrain with the central Hajar Mountains dominating the view. When you land at Muscat International Airport, it's a good idea to rent a car right away, as public transportation is almost non-existent. Prices for cars range from 30 to 100 rials a day, depending on the type of vehicle you want, whether a Toyota Corolla or a Land Cruiser. 30 minutes later, we're in Muscat. Welcome to the city. It's the largest city and the capital of Oman, often called the gem of the Arabian Peninsula. Let's walk the streets, visit some sites, and of course, talk to locals. Muscat is the nation's capital and largest city, with a population of about 1.3 million people. It sits on the Gulf of Oman, surrounded by mountains and desert. The city stretches along the coast for 50 kilometers and is made up of several districts, or wilayats as they're called in Oman. One such area is Rui, also known as the Central Business District. Here you'll find bank headquarters, the Muscat Securities Market, and the Rui Clock Tower. While there's plenty of business activity, there's not much for tourists to do, so let's head over to the next wilayat, Mutra. Before the discovery of oil, Mutra was the center of commerce. Today, it's one of the most recognized parts of Muscat. This is where you'll find landmarks such as the Mutra Corniche, a 3-kilometer-long waterfront promenade lined with restaurants and markets. The Mutra souk is at least 200 years old, made up of a maze of narrow walkways leading to hundreds of small shops selling everything from frankincense to kumas and spices. The market's name in Arabic is Al-Dalam, meaning darkness, because the crowded stalls and lanes block sunlight during the day. Here I try on some local clothing. This is called a kuma and this is a dishdasha. Yes, learning the local traditions. Welcome to Oman. What are you guys selling? Scarves. Oh, scarves. How much is one? 45 rials. 45? Expensive. It's made in cashmere, handmade. We usually wear it as formal dress. This casual cap is worn during the day, but at work we have to wear these pashminas. That's why they're more expensive. They're handmade. Nearby is the fish market. What are you selling? This is 500 grams, caught this morning. Morning catch? Okay. 13-kilo kingfish here goes for 36 rials. Sultan Qaboos Port is one of the main commercial ports in the country. Here you'll see traditional boats of the Arabian Peninsula, dhows, alongside the luxury yacht Al Said, owned by the Sultan of Oman. Hello guys, where are you from? I'm from India. What do you do in Muscat? I'm a facility manager. Yes, I enjoy Oman. Very nice. If you want a good view of the Corniche, go to Mutra Fort. There are, many forts in this area, and this one is believed to have been built in 1507, later strengthened and upgraded by the Portuguese during their occupation of Oman. It sits in a strategic position overlooking the natural harbor of Mutra. Funny story, I was walking along the waterfront with my camera when this happened. I saw a convertible with 2 girls inside. They spotted my camera and asked if I wanted a ride, so let's go. One of them was from Egypt, the other from Syria. They told me, you must visit Egypt. Tourism here is clearly on the rise. Needless to say, a retro convertible gets a lot of attention in Muscat. They even taught me some Arabic as Salamu Alaikum, which means hello, and Shukran, which means thank you. The Al Alam Palace is one of the 6 residences of the Sultan. Over 200 years old, it was built under Imam Sultan bin Ahmed. In 1972, it was renovated to become a royal residence. You can't go inside, but you're welcome to admire it from the gate and take pictures. One of the most notable new projects is the Oman National Museum, opened in 2016. It's a great place to learn about Oman's culture, history, and heritage. Did you know Oman had no hotels until 1970? The country had shut itself off from the outside world in the mid-19th century, staying that way until Sultan Qaboos came to power and began a modernization program. The Mutra Hotel, built in 1970, is the first and oldest hotel in the Sultanate. Muscat also boasts a world-class opera house, the Royal Opera House Muscat, Oman's premier venue for musical arts and culture. It reflects unique contemporary Omani architecture. In 2001, Sultan Qaboos decided to build it, as he was a fan of classical arts and music. Construction began in 2007 and finished in 2011. Today it can accommodate 1,100 guests. The complex includes a concert theater, auditorium, landscaped gardens, luxury restaurants, and outdoor venues. When we visited in January 2023, a folk music festival was taking place featuring performances from Brazil, Romania, the Philippines, and Oman. The city is also home to numerous fascinating mosques, including Al Karoum Mosque, Al Amin Mosque, which was built in 2014, and the largest mosque in Oman, the Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque. Constructed in 2001 using 300,000 tons of Indian sandstone, the mosque features a massive prayer carpet with 1.7 billion knots, weighing 21 tons and taking 4 years to make. It's actually the second largest carpet in the world after the one in Abu Dhabi. Sultan Qaboos in 1992 declared, "This country needs a grand mosque." Construction took 6 years and 7 months, and in 2001, the mosque was completed. Today, it's one of the largest mosques in the world. Getting from one district to another in Muscat is easy, and traffic is generally smooth. Sultan Qaboos Street is a major highway following the coast connecting Mutra to the airport. But we're not leaving just yet. One of the most popular places in the city is the waterfront. There are actually many foreign embassies located in this area. In the evening, this is where you'll spot fancy cars, busy restaurants, and honestly, hundreds of people on the beach having a good time with their families, playing soccer and doing other sports. The vibes here are just endless. Beach, friendly people, and so many dining options. It really doesn't get better than this. Also, Muscat is a very safe city. It was ranked the 14th safest city in the world in 2022 by Numbeo. Let's talk to some locals.
What are the top 3 your favorite places in town? Mutra, man's culture and tradition. They explore, you'd find like old women's clothing. It's a very nice opportunity for new tourists to explore the country and its heritage. Basically, I'd say these are my favorite mountains. They're cold, the weather is amazing, and the views from the top are just marvelous. Indescribable. Yeah, those are 2.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Muscat is surrounded by mountains, and if you want to get a good view of the city or go hiking, you can drive to the Al Amarat Hills. Wow, there's so much climbing involved. So what I do is switch to manual and keep it in second gear. This way the car can handle it easily even with an automatic. It's really going up. Oh my God, let's take a look at Muscat from above, shall we? I've driven to one of the most spectacular view spots, so let's take a look. Overall, Muscat has this laid-back vibe, lots of beaches along the coast and numerous parks. They had the Muscat Nights Festival running at a few locations in January, one of them being Karoum Park. It was fun. You can try some local street food like small burgers or shish kebabs. Me, American burger.
Okay.
And now I'm going to be trying some local street food. It's a skewer of beef. So good, very salty, very juicy. I like it. Around 10 p.m. they had a laser light show. Coffee shops are super popular here. Honestly, I haven't found an empty one yet. Starbucks at Karoum Beach was my favorite location. From the top floor, you get a great view of the mangroves and the beach, and yeah, it's just a cool crowd of people. So, when is the best time to visit Muscat? Definitely in the winter. The summers are scorching hot. I was there in January and actually got to see rain, which is anything but typical, you know? Muscat is growing fast, and now you have new, modern neighborhoods like Al Mouj, which means the wave. It's one of the few areas where foreigners are allowed to buy real estate. It's a great neighborhood for peaceful and enjoyable living. You'll find plenty of restaurants, 5-star hotels, a serene beach, an amazing marina, and greenery all around. In case you're curious, prices start at $250,000 for a 1-bedroom apartment, all the way to $2 million for a 5-bedroom villa. If a foreigner purchases a property worth at least 250,000 Omani Rials, which is about $660,000, they can apply for a 5-year residence permit and renew it multiple times as long as they still own the property. Overall, the city is very much car-dependent, just like the rest of Oman, but you don't have to drive far to have fun. How about going dune bashing right in the city? The sands at Boshar are a perfect place for an afternoon of fun. Alright guys, we're all good, making the most of my time in Muscat. Yes, modern shopping malls are spread throughout the city, including the largest of them, Mall of Oman, which even has a snow park. In Oman, perfumes are very popular, so in the mosques you'll constantly be surrounded by mixed smells of frankincense, perfume oils, fresh jasmine, and spices. If you're into that, you can visit Amouage, one of the world's most valuable perfumes with an unmistakable scent, produced here in Oman. It's a luxury fragrance brand that started in 1983 at the request of Sultan Qaboos bin Said. Ever since then, they've been expanding, and today they export to over 80 countries. Some of the biggest buyers come from the US, China, and before COVID, it was Russia. Now, one of the fastest growing destinations is Southeast Asia. The name Amouage means waves in Arabic, and amour in French means love, so waves of love. Their factory in Muscat has the capacity to produce approximately 25,000 bottles a week. Visitors are welcome to take a free tour, see the production process, and smell all the varieties of scents. Since the accession of Sultan Qaboos bin Said in 1970, Muscat has experienced rapid development, leading to a vibrant economy. The city's economy is mainly centered around the oil sector, but besides oil, traditional exports include dates, mother of pearl, and fish. Muscat also has a large expatriate community. Let's ask them how easy it is with the paperwork and visas. So, the visa process is like super easy. They're actually making a lot of things simpler now. If you have a US visa, you can get a visa on arrival for most nationalities. In terms of taxation, is it better here or in Dubai? Even here, it's 5% VAT, same as Dubai. You've lived here for a number of years? For me, only about 5 months. For him, 7 years, split between Dubai and Oman. The country has developed a lot. When I first came from Dubai, it was hard to get a taxi. I used to wait for one to come over and pick me up. But in the last few years, it's developed digitally. We have so many mobile apps for taxis now. You can pay cashless, even withdraw money with an OTP without a card. Many new hotels and resources have come in. There's a lot to do over the weekend. It's a go-to place. Sounds great, guys. Thanks for the interview. What's it like living in Oman as a woman? Any limitations? No, there's nothing that I would ever got it. I've never felt that anything has held me back. I can do everything I've ever wanted to do. As long as you're respectful of the country, the culture, and its customs, dressing appropriately and being mindful of local traditions, which to me is just basic respect, there's never been an issue for me. I can go hiking, travel wherever I like, and I've never had any problems here. Now, regarding the difficulty of staying here legally as a foreigner, you do need to have a sponsor. Ideally, you should come with a job offer. It's very easy to visit Oman as a tourist. Oman is incredibly welcoming and great for tourism. But to stay, you must have a sponsor. You can either set up your own company, whether you're a man or a woman, or have an established company employ you under their sponsorship. As with anything, paperwork can take time, but the system works. It may take a little while, but you get there eventually. Women today can pursue careers, receive professional training, and soon will even be able to drive taxis. For female tourists, it's perfectly fine to drive solo in Oman. Salaries in Muscat. So, according to Numbeo, the average salary in Muscat after taxes is around $1,790 per month. A barista might earn between $500 and $1,000 a month, while an engineer typically makes about $2,700 a month. So, a one-bedroom apartment in Bashar, which isn't too far from those famous sand dunes, costs about $145,000. If you're looking for a bit more space, a 4-bedroom townhouse in Kurayat with a garden goes for around $350,000. And get this, a 6-bedroom detached villa in the same area with a reasonable land size can cost $650,000 or more. Honestly, some of these properties are just stunning, enough to make you start thinking about moving to Muscat yourself. Tourism is Oman's fastest growing industry. There are, honestly, countless incredible places within 1 or 2 hours drive. One you absolutely can't miss is Wadi al-Shab. Once you get there, a boat takes you across the river, and then it's like a 45-minute walk through jungle-like terrain, jumping and climbing over small rocks, and finally a 15-minute swim to reach a cave. You'll definitely get plenty of exercise along the way. Shab's oasis in the desert offers hiking, exploration, and swimming in these super clear water pools. Oh, and bring water shoes. Climbing wet rocks barefoot is not a good idea, trust me. The water cave at the end with its waterfall is honestly the most challenging part. The narrow passage can intimidate some swimmers. I actually swam through holding my iPhone in one hand. Risky, but hey, I'm a YouTuber. Not far from Wadi Al-Shab is another gem, Bima Sinkhole. It's a lovely spot with gardens, free parking, and a staircase leading down to the water. Swimming is allowed at your own risk. It's really one of Oman's most remarkable natural landmarks. What sets Muscat apart from Dubai is the accessibility of nature. Like a 40-minute drive takes you to breathtaking beaches. Oman's coastline stretches over 2,000 kilometers, so there's no shortage of pristine, quiet spots where you can feel like you have your own private beach. One day, a fisherman invited me to see his house and chickens. He owns 4 fishing boats and goes out every day at 5 a.m. I also took a morning boat trip with another fisherman to see turtles. Along the way, I swam at secluded beaches and enjoyed Oman's beautiful sea views. Muscat has great options ranging from budget hotels to luxury resorts. For example, the Sheraton Hotel is a 5-star property and, honestly, one of the city's best. A friend invited me to a cigar lounge there. Though I don't smoke, I enjoyed the experience. Another great place I stayed at was the Lavatio Hotel. If you're traveling on a budget and have a car, it's an excellent deal. A rooftop pool, gym, fantastic breakfast, and a huge parking lot, all for $60 a night. Plus, most hotels offer unlimited dates and coffee for free. Well, that's all I have to say about Muscat. I hope this helps you plan your next vacation. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell button, and I'll see you soon. Thanks a bunch.